नमस्ते बच्चों, हमेशा खुश रहो बच्चों। Myself Om Prakash Kesari, Faculty of Department of Science and Technology under Faculty of Education and Methodology. Today I taught you the historical notes on permutation and combination, which are the subject of applied mathematics first, which are taught in DET, CSE, EC and ECE first trimester. Once again, namaste बच्चों. These are the lesson planning which are already discussed in your first class. These are the lesson planning which are already discussed in your first class. These are the lesson planning which are already discussed in your first class. These are the step for planning a lesson. These are the components of a lesson plan. All of these are discussed in your first class. Now, today I see some historical notes on permutation and combination. The concept of permutation and combination can be treated, or we can say traced back to the advent of Jainism in India. Advent of Jainism in India, and perhaps even earlier. The credit, however, goes to the Jains, who treated its subject matter as a self-contained topic in mathematics. As a self-contained topic in mathematics, under the name Vikalpa. Among the Jain Mahavirs around 850, Mahavirs is perhaps the world's first mathematician, credited with providing the general formula for permutation and combination. Which are already we have seen in your previous classes. That means NPR and NCR in the form of n into n minus 1 into dot dot. In the 6th century BC, Susatra, in his medicinal work, Sutra Samhita, aspects that 63 combinations can be made out of 6 different tests. 63 combinations can be made out of 6 different tests, taken one at a time, 2 at a time, etc. Pingala, a Sanskrit scholar, around 3rd century of BC, gives the method of determining the number of combinations of a given number of letters. Gives the method of determining the number of combination of a given number of letter taken one at a time or 2 at a time, etc. That means we can select 1 at a time and we can select 2 at a time, as saw in your previous classes. A lot of examples will be shown in your previous classes. In this work, Chandrasutra, Bhaskaracharya, which are born in 1114, treated the subject matter of permutation and combination under the name Ank Pash. In his famous work Leelavati. In addition to the general formula for NCR and NPR already provided by Mahavir, Bhaskaracharya gives several important theorems and results conquering the subject matter. Now all of these are Indian. Now let us see some work from outside of India. From outside India, the subject matter of permutation and combination had its humble beginning in China, in the famous book One King. Book of changes. One king, book of changes. It is difficult to give the approximate time of this work since in 213 BC the empire has ordered all book and manuscript in the country to be burned, which fortunately was not completely carried out. Greeks and Greeks and later Latin writers also did some scattered work on the theory of permutation and combination. Some Arabic and Hebrew writers used the concept of permutation and combination in studying astronomy. Rabbi ben Ezra, for instance, determined the number of combinations of known planets taken two at a time. Known planets taken two at a time, after that, three at a time, and so on. This was around 1140, that means before BC. It appears that Rabbi bin Ezra did not know the formula for NCR. However, he was aware that NCR equals to NC and minus R. NC and minus R for specific value of N and R. For specific value of N and R, in 1321, Levi bin Gershon, another Levin bin Gershon, and another Hebrew writer come up with the formula NPR and NPN, which are already discussed in your previous classes, and the general formula of NCR. That means they describe the general formula of NCR, NPN, and NCR. NPR, NPN, and NCR. This first book was given a complete treatment of the subject matter of permutation and combination in art, currently written by a Swiss, Jacobi Bernoulli, and published in 1730. This book contains essentially the theory of permutation and combination as it is known today with the given symbolic representation. Now let us do some examples on combinations. If NC9 equals to NC8, then we want to find NC17. Now we have NC9 equals to NC8. Then with the help of formula, we know NC9 can be written as factorial n by n9 minus 9 factorial into 9 factorial. With the help of formula, again NC8 can be written as factorial n by factorial n minus 8 into factorial 8. Now factorial n will be cancelled out here. Before cancel out, we explain these things. This implies that factorial n by factorial n minus 9 into 9 into factorial 8, which is equals to factorial n by n minus 8 factorial can be written as n minus 8 into n minus 9 factorial, and factorial 8 is as it is. After this, we cancel factorial 9 and factorial 8. Factorial n will be cancelled out from upper numerator. Factorial 8 will be cancelled from denominator, and also n minus 9 factorial will be cancelled out. Therefore, we got 1 by 9 equals to 1 by n minus 8. After cross multiplying, we got n minus 8 equals to 9, or after simplifying, we got n equals to 17. In this way, we can find the value of n. Now, we have to find the value of NC17. Then, putting the value of n in NC17, then NC17 will be equal to 17C17, and we know very well that NCN equals to 1. NCN or NC0 equals to 1. Therefore, 17C17 is equals to 1. Now, these are some problems for your home assignment. The first one is to find the value of the following: P3, 5P3, permutation of 5 objects selecting 3 at a time. Next one is 6p4, permutation of 6 objects selecting 4 at a time. C64, combination of 6 objects selecting 4 at a time. And then 4C3, selection of 3 object out of 4 without repetition. Now, similarly, as we see the above example, we can solve the given expression with the help of formulas, substituting the formulas of n minus 1 p3 and n p4, and after that we simplify all these things. After cancelling all these things, we got the value of n. Similarly, for this problem, we use the formula and find the value of r. Again, for this, we also find the value of n and r with the help of formula given. And the last one is the examples in which are equivalent example as the solved example. As the solved example. This session is powered by the digital version 2.0 JAYOTI VIDYAPEETH Women's University, Jaipur. And I hope all of you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any queries, please mention in the comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you for watching my this lecture. Thank you, बच्चों.